Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some more Symphogear AXZ, the shorts that they do. But we got a couple comments from the series, so we're going to go ahead and go over those first. Today we got Jess and Josh from the episode The Reality Proved When Each Tier Falls on the Next. Was that really the whole episode name?
Yep. And also
Alright,
from Patreon.
bit of a mouthful, let's do it. They say the amount of setup work done in this final episode is absurd. Basically, everything that happened in XV has already been established and just needs to be set in motion fully. I especially loved all of your discussion around Miko, Shinshojin, and the original Sin. It's going to be really fun watching you both learn how that plays out. Get ready for Symphogear to finally play its full hand. 4 seasons of small hints, all leading up to one hell of a finale. XV isn't objectively perfect on its own, but is a concluding, at least for now, season of Symphogear. It is absolutely flawless. It's one of my favorite seasons of any anime ever, because it feels like one giant love letter to everything great about Symphogear. The more you enjoy and pay attention to the show, the greater XV is to watch.
Except in a weird spot.
Yeah.
I think XV is the best season of Symphogear so far. In a lot of ways. But I still think my favorite season of Symphogear is the first one.
Yeah, I think the first one had like a lot of charm and character to it. Like that's what drew us in the first place.
Well, I mean, it also had my favorite character in it.
Yeah,
every other season since hasn't. Oh, I don't know. Veer was interesting. Veer's the second favorite, I think, maybe. But Fine. I mean, no other seasons had Fine or the bad English just for no reason. And
you will never get your waifu back, Theta. I'm sorry.
And then
she's gone.
the BDSM dungeon for no reason too. And then I guess we never really equaled. I mean, maybe Veer's giant fucking hand reaching out to the moon, but nothing else really beats the giant cannon formed from, I forgot the name of the sword. Was it start with a D?
Durandal.
Durandal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing really else is like stepped over that for me.
I know for me, there's definitely something in every season that I absolutely loved. The show has been fun to watch, even at like maybe like the lowish point of like season 3, but you know, whatever. It's still a fun show. I am excited that we are on the right page, and that because we like paid attention, that we love the show, we're in the full blast for next season. This is gonna be good.
Well, let's follow up here on the first comment about the everything giving small hints to the very end. And why don't you go first, Griff? Why don't you tell me how you think the last season is going to end? Or how the last season's going to play out? What's the thing? What's the plot? What's everything been building up to this whole time?
Miku Space Jesus?
I mean, give me more.
Our original Babel sins and then sings to the whole world and then we hold hands. I actually do not know because the show is crazy. It could do anything.
After all this, you don't have any idea of what the last storyline might be?
Well, we gotta fight God. Everyone keeps trying to fight God. We're gonna fight God eventually, right? We're gonna go to the moon. We're gonna do some moon shenanigans.
I thought you would really have a theory by now of what's gonna happen. That's why I went for you first. I didn't want to have an interrogative here. I wanted to have competing theories.
Alright, why did you hit me with your full blast? What do you got then?
Well, I mean, last season we had Adam, who's a creation of something greater that's supposed to be, you know, apparently a threat. And we had Fine in season 1 trying to shoot the moon to get closer to God. And then we had season 2 with Veers trying to connect with all this ancient technology that had something to do with the moon and this great country beyond and whatever. And then, I mean, the God, what was it called? The dimension beyond where all the noise came from. That's not even a bother anymore. I think we just had that episode just so we could cut it out of the picture. So,
right, just so we can shove the Nephilim into it and forget about it.
So obviously, the next season has to again deal with God. That we have to eventually meet the person that Fine apparently personally knew as
Mhm.
God, fell in love with, and deal with them, and according to what Adam has shown us, is a major threat to everything. So they have to be dealt with.
Yeah, if I remember right, like the last couple episodes, Adam was talking about like a group of people. I forget what name he went for them, but like, yeah, you were right. He was mentioning them as a threat. It's like a group that's trying to keep people down or something. And then he's like trying to get power against them or something. Hopefully, we'll get
Are
like a
you?
better explanation.
You're not talking about Adam. You're talking about Saint Germain.
Maybe.
Saint Germain was the one that was repressed as a child, tried to get power, and tried to put them all down. And then she curses at Adam for not wanting to do that.
And then Adam is like, "No, I swear, there's a bunch of people way more powerful than me out there."
Well, no, he says I was made by them to be perfect or something like that.
Mhm.
He references them. He doesn't like, oh, they're bad or blah, blah, blah. He only references that he was made by them.
Right.
They're still
So,
mysterious and unknown as far as we're concerned.
yeah, there's some crazy stuff ahead, and well, I'm ready for it. Next comment is Rand's Happy Game Family from Surfacing from the Suicide Zone. Still catching up, but in an amusing bit of hindsight, Fear had already told them the answers not once but twice back in the second season when he was controlling Miku, and near the end of the third season, where he handed Maria the chip to begin with, he flat out said, "It's love," and got ignored both times because it just sounded like the ravings of a madman. The infinite dimension of noise was completely blown up, even if they wanted to use noise instead of alkanoids, they're all gone. Lunar rings were never mentioned in the whole episode. They did, however, said that they were seizing the lunar ruins, and also that was a unique ending for the episode that included the activation song for every Symphogear. Thoughts, Theta? They blew up the noise, but there is actually no noise dimension.
Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like it matters that much considering we got to this season and they're able to create an entirely alternate universe.
Hmm. Uh, Meanwhile, for Dr. Beers, like, yeah, he's crazy. I think anyone would have just interpreted its love as like, no, that's crazy. That can't be right because people in the show take things at least a little seriously every now and then, right?
No, I mean, we already knew that was the answer ever since the end of season one. The
Hmm.
only way that they ended up beating up Fine was love for one another.
Hmm. Uh,
Camaraderie, if you will.
the main message of the show, if you will, actually, right? It's love people. Uh, and yeah, so the ending though last time was great. I loved it. I love the music. I mean, that's half the reason we're here for the show, right?
I mean, I already went over this really hard,
Yeah,
like a
you
number of
already
times,
did. We're
that
just
I
tapping on it.
barely can't hear any of the music. So, as I said, if nobody is saying anything about the music, blame Griff. He's literally the only one who's listening to it. I hear. I imagine if you were going deaf, right? That's basically
Yeah.
what my experience is with most shows. I hear the high points of most
Hmm.
of the music, and that's basically on me. But I'm just saying that I've expressed this before. So, as
Right.
good as the music might be, if I don't mention it, it's because I'm not hearing it. And when I do mention it, that's really good shit then. So if Griff
Hmm.
doesn't mention it, send all your mail to CHR.
Look, Theta. What you got to do is you got to get a subwoofer, right? You got to put it under your desk, and you got to turn it up to maximum, so this way no one can hear it, but you can feel it.
So you also watched the Private Parts movie.
I don't know what that is.
Private Parts movie, the Howard Stern biography. It's specifically a movie. Specifically, a scene in the movie where he tells a woman over the radio to turn her subwoofer all the way like down and then put
Mhm.
it face down on the floor and then ride it. And he just over the radio to her, which you might
Oh,
imagine
terrible.
what that would do, and then put it into context of what you just told me to do.
So, getting my
Ever
mind out of
since
the
we
gutter there.
mentioned those Kalung Mataria, Griff, you've been in the gutter.
Oh my gosh, no, we're not going back.
Also, I
Anyway,
appreciate I just made a joke about doxing you and you didn't even you didn't even flinch.
no, I'm too dead inside now. Next comment is from Bams from Blue Bunny. The holotech is stolen tech from the FIS VTOL. Oh yeah, they had one, didn't they?
I directly commented on this comment saying I do not remember that. So you saying, "Oh yeah, they had one, didn't they?" It's just I don't remember. I don't remember any holodeck in the VTOL.
I remember them doing a couple of training sessions with each other, in a place they couldn't be, and the only place they can be is the VTOL. So therefore,
Who
that's
is
where it was.
they when you're saying this? Who is they?
Kirita and Crew and Maria. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember what the third one was again. Uh, they were on the VTOL. They were part of like the FIS for a bit.
Yes, I understand that. I do not remember a scene with them training in a holodeck room, so that's why I'm asking
That's fair.
who are they? Trying to make sure you're not talking about literally the thing that happened this season.
Nope. That was definitely not this season.
I do not remember any rooms on the VTOL other than the main one, where they control where they're going. The cockpit, if you will.
Honestly, that VTOL is kind of huge looking back, like with the number of like individual set scenes that they have there.
That in the lab.
Mhm.
That's all I remember because they're getting shots all the time. Those
Yeah.
2 rooms, that's all I remember on the VTOL. I do not remember a holodeck training room montage or anything.
Right. Okay. So I think with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the sorry, giving you whiplash here.
No, it's just your normal cadence.
Yeah, I know. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the shorts here. Let's go ahead and see what they got and have a good time. But before we go ahead and get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want more shows like this unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below. Look at all of our past pins and tell us all the things that we may have missed on our giant list of things that Griff made pins for. So before we're keeping up with that thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, during the recovery.
退屈してないか心配でさ。想像しくてごめんね。響がどうしてもって言うから。ありがとうございます。今度商店街主催の夏祭りがあるんだけど。
For some reason, I thought that was Maria. I forgot that was Elf9, despite the fact it was on the card.
Hibiki, you've been there for too long.
じゃあそろそろ帰ろうか、ミク。何しに来たの？
To eat all the food that you gave her.
それじゃあね。
Oh, they're just cute. I actually love the effect of the subtitles getting covered up by the door.
背景、花火しでかすです。早く皆さんに負けないくらい元気にならないと。
Keep up with everyone else for what?
And all their fun activities.
All you do is work in the lab. You never leave. You don't sleep.
And murdered.
The stuff Miku was too kind to do.
荷物よし、忘れ物なし、お世話になったベッドにお礼。よし、これで心置きなく退院できます。
Oh, injured again, stay in the hospital.
Well, I mean, literally the hospital always asks you, have you fallen recently in the last few months?
エルフナインちゃんの退院は再検査含めて3日ほど延期だそうよ。
一旦お片付けしょうがない。渾身の手紙がまたしても不発に終わったのです。
Oh, that wasn't your fault.
キリちゃん、どんまい。
Honestly, it's the luggage's fault.
It's nobody's fault.
It was going by pretty quickly. Just cute little scenes of them just being nice to each other. It's adorable.
Well, yeah, because we never do any, like, confrontation stuff in the extras.
でもどうしてレンタルしたバスの中でなのですか？
それはちょっとばかり言いにくいんだけど、翼さんとマリアさんが登場する飛行機の離陸時間が間もなくなのよ。
すみません。僕の隊員が遅れたせいで本当にすみません。
It's the whole fucking timeline.
They're all just going there to the airport together.
到着3日でこのありさま。
Well, it felt like all the previous ones jumped around in the timeline all over the place, but this is just like day 1, day 2, day 3. See?
Tsubasa and Maria as a couple is just hilarious.
片付けなどその気になったら造作もないこと。
Is that a fish?
It's a fish, yeah.
だいたいなんでマリアが英国までついてきているのだ。それはあなたのパパさんから匿名を受けているからなのよ。とはまだ言えないわね。
Oh, I thought you were like a duet. Don't you sing together?
Yeah, they do. They didn't have to. They set up to do so, I suppose. Again, because of the secret mission.
Okay, I know what your mind's been like today, Griff, so keep it out.
ロンドンの先輩から？はあ？バイク？これまた先輩お得意の現代美術なのか？
Going above and beyond.
Is Uban something I'm forgetting?
No, I think that's just like a Japanese custom thing.
That shrine.
Oh yeah, the shrine they set up before.
Sorry, for a second I thought I heard a theme to an anime that I've heard before.
Right, she was listening to, like, I think the performance on TV or something.
That's gonna be stuck in my head from now on, trying to remember what I'm thinking of.
No escape.
露天だからって侮れない味。入ってるタコも大きいし。さっきおじさんに聞いたのですが、ここだけの話、足が20本あるタコが取れたので、今日のタコは特別に大きく切ってあるらしいのです。
I doubt that's true.
誰よりも幸せになれると思う。これぞハッピースマイルバケーションなのです。
Ah, just the adorable lies you tell kids.
いやー、あらかた食べ尽くしたね。2人とも食べ過ぎよ。お腹痛くなってもしょうが
Yeah, too much is just about
大
enough.
丈夫です。あとは締めのデザートさえ食べれば出張版うまいもんマップが完成するのです。うまいもんマップ？なんだそりゃ。私そういうの。
I mean, I'd be asking, what do you mean side story? We're in it. That makes it the main story.
I mean, I want to go on that tour.
I'm a picky eater, so no.
I like how even the noise are enjoying the fireworks. It's just cute too.
What the
What?
fuck, man? What the fuck?
That's acid.
A cicada? You know how big those fucking things are?
ついに完成。うまいもんマップ。誰も望んでいない悲しい結末です。
I would be
Truly tasted
scarred.
all the Truly tasted all the foods.
Well, I mean, I live in a cicada area. This is not something I'd want anywhere near my mouth.
ありがとうございます。
ちっちゃいけど立派な三つ編みだ。
はい、元気が出る僕だけど。
And with this, you've become a ninja.
さあ、
Your training begins now.
ベル博士のチップの解析を頑張りましょう。
I guess that's the end of the first of 4.
Yep, first of 4. Cute little story. Elf9 getting back just before all the, well, crazy events go down.
Well, the holidays that we have no ideas about.
And I guess, oh yeah, I mean, like we've seen like in a couple other animes, right? Like
Animes.
specifically- yeah,
Enemies.
sorry, like Mochi the Rock, like we had their summer festival, right? Still at the summer fair.
Festival.
そうですこの夏に出会ったパワーワードですどうしてそのまま食べずにそうめんを流す必要があるの
I don't know what that is.
とても気にな
I
り
think
ま
it's
す
a type of noodle.
何がそんなに金銭に触れているのかわからんがそんなに気になるならやってみようか流しそうめん
ぜひともやらせてください錬金術師のプライドにかけてそうめんを流す理由
Certainly, an alchemist can learn to cook, right?
It's kind of the same thing.
なんだこりゃ
流しそうめんです僕なりに作ってみました
そうめん流すというより
Wacky festival shenanigans.
My only thing about all of this is Elfenine is a lot cuter in this shit than she is in the actual show.
She's like during the season, like she's all like depressed and like working herself to death. Here, she's like just having fun with
これっ
it.
て FIS から回収した先端技術なんだけどな
Maybe from the VTOL.
僕の流しそうめんに資格はありません
I guess it's kind of depressing that in all of these things, we keep getting shown the noise, which we know have died off by this point.
They're only left as creations by the alchemist now.
多分かなり早いタイミングでこの伝言ゲームは失敗してると思うの
I mean, look, I want to go down that water slide. That looks fun as hell.
I just mean that these cuttings here, we always have the same noise,
Mhm.
which must mean that the last of their kind, because they've been around since the first series of extras.
なあ気にしないでこの人あだ名つけたがりの変わった人だからほうあエルフナインだからルフィってのはどうかな
I said Monkey D?
Apparently,
これ
yes.
まで以上に定着しないに1票。
いろんな意味で定着できないに1票
なんで可愛いじゃない。
わかんないかななんでかどうかは有名アニメを見ながら説明してあげるわよ
Yep, it was Monkey
Ah,
D.
man, they can
Luffy.
say-
よしそろそろ流すぞ
お願いします歴史的瞬間です
It's gonna take like an hour.
どうだ
I guess I just don't know how this is cooked.
上流のダムの仕業だよ
ミーの伴わないダム建設反対。ダム撤去のために断固戦います。
I guess at some point hibiki became synonymous with like Goku style eating.
A little bit, yeah.
Because it was
It's
always
like way more subtle than Goku, but
well
still.
in the anime it was always so much more Chris eats that way, not hibiki.
錬金術的ね
No, Chris is just a slob.
さすがだな錬金術師
But we always stumble upon her having eaten a ton of stuff, and it's all over the
俺
place.
たちがぐんぐん下がっている気がするのは私だけなのかな
Spend all their time partying, but never doing work.
夏休みの宿題ちゃんとやってる大丈夫だよまだ日もあるしははははこれが
Says Griffin about that Witch from Mercury thing we've got coming up.
夏の終わりに慌てふためくビッキーの姿
Plenty of time.
だけど。
バケツ持って廊下に立たされるなんて今時アニメでもお目にかかれない光景だよねなんだよみんなして
I mean, obviously the girl who always references anime is us.
思わなかったよ
Basically. The true audience standing.
噂にたがわぬ楽しさの夏休みでも噂以上に宿題がめんどくさいのが夏休みでもあるので
I never got summer homework.
Okay, mind, Hibiki has been like skipping out on classes the whole time.
Yeah, but they're doing homework too. I mean, it just seems like they have a thing where they have to do summer homework.
Hmm.
My expectation, if you didn't go to summer school, you don't have summer homework.
よーし、あと30分で休憩にしようか。おお、今日もテレビでお化けの特番があるのか。ああいう番組ってくったらなくて笑えるよな。
Yeah, you know what? I'm with Chris on this. All the ghost shows are absolutely hilarious because they're just so bad.
Well, no, she obviously is into it and she wants to watch it. But she's doing that thing where they make fun of the thing that she wants to do.
見に来ているのです。
翼のパパさんからの匿名で魔法少女事変の背後を操作したものの、これはやばい。やばい。
Ah, that's Maria being cool.
Maria being a ninja. Who's shooting at her?
Those guys.
This is London.
私。
Yeah, there's lots of armed weapons in London, right?
That was like a military group.
But it is hilarious how she takes more naturally to like being the secret agent than she does to like originally trying to do the Symphogear stuff.
Well, you remember she was originally portrayed as being like a French singer.
Mm-hmm.
ごめんね、翼。突然の土砂降りでずぶ濡れなの。雨宿りさせてもらえないかしら。ついでにシャワーも貸してもらえるとありがたいわ。すまない、マリア。突然の土砂降りで私も部屋もずぶ濡れなのだ。
The worst.
Why is there a sword in your wall too?
What happened to having a clean room?
ロンドンの夏を快適に過ごそうと思ってこれを使ってみたところ。
What, a heating coil? Oh, okay, wrong one.
スプリンクラーが黙っちゃいないわよ。なんで持ってきたの？荷物の中にいつの間にか入っていたのだ。多分お父様が私を案じて忍ばせたのではないかと。娘も娘なら。
I don't even know if mosquitoes are a problem in London.
They shouldn't be. It's like way colder over there.
明日の登校日が宿題の提出期限だなんてどこの地獄の掟だよ。みんなと遊べないじゃないか。全部は無理でも。
If you got one day left, you gotta work, Hibiki, come on.
今日は私も付き合うから。ミクもまだ宿題終わってなかったの？
Oh yeah, obviously they've got to get married. Also, next season.
こないだの流し
I love Miku just like pretending to do work.
立花さんと一緒にいるといろいろ退屈しませんわね。うん。本当いろいろね。いろいろ。今度は私たちが何かすごい催し物にお誘いしないと。私らは普通でいいんじゃないかな。多分ビッキーはそういうのより。
Yeah, because you can't invite her to do things because she always has to run off for the Symphogear stuff or song stuff.
アニメだと絶対に主役張れないタイプ。普通のおっちょこちょいだもんね。
Hey, they basically just laid out the entire reason to have the shorts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because those girls have gotten 10 minutes of screen time in 4 seasons.
Right, they're just Hibiki's normal friends.
I don't even
So they're
remember
never,
them
like, on
showing
the
up in
adventures
season
this
2 at all.
Mm-hmm. Their best moment was still just doing the school song together, which was still adorable.
Well, yeah, they inspired the school song to be sung, but I mean, also there was the fight in season 3 that happened that they were present for.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in season 2 they went to the concert. Now that I remember.
Just for 3.5.
時は来た。我らパバリア光明結社は裏歴史の帳を越え表舞台へと飛躍する。すなわち革命。
いや、待ってました。
It's you, Griff.
ついに
It's
いや
you.
変わってきたというわけだね。
そう、人類に刻まれた支配の
Which is weird that you confused her storyline with Adam's.
明日に改めるのよ。
思った通り、サンジェルマンったらこういう凛々しい振る舞いが似合うんだから。そして思った以上に今時みかん箱の上であじる姿が似合ってる。さすがサンジェルマンなわけだ。
Full of heart, but can only buy a
それは
box.
それとして、なんでこのタイミングなのかしら。
私たちを裏歴史へと追いやったフィーネもシンフォギアに倒され、米国政府にもいろいろケチが
That's how awesome she was.
I mean, the American government being consumed by petty squabbles is basically status quo, so.
間もなくラピスの完成も見込めそうなわけだしね。
間違ってはいないけど、なんだかせこくない？
せこくない。とっても錬金術ではないかしら。
つまりは合理的だと言いたいわけだね。ちょっと待つわけだ、サンジェルマン。
どうかしたの？
敵はシンフォギア。私たちを負かしたフィーネよりも強い相手と戦うん
Oh
だ。
yeah, the transitive property of strength, right?
だからこそ
It makes sense.
用意を周到に真面目に地道な努力を積み重ね、今やフィーネを超える力を我々は手に入れた。
これから世間に打って出る悪者なんだから、苦労人みたいなイメージは出したくないんだけど。
私たちは悪者ではない。正義の味方だ。ちょっと個性的な正義を振りかざす以上。
Yeah, bad guys really should never see themselves as being the bad guy. Otherwise,
Right,
you're not a
exactly.
well-written character.
そういうわけで、さらなる準備を周到に行いたいと。
Like, I think it was mentioned at some point, like, the Marvel villains that have been popping up for all their stuff basically have to go through their own montages just to, like, be strong enough to fight the heroes. Why not here?
ラピスフィロソフィコス、ラピスフィロソフィコス。
名標は賢者の石でいいじゃない。誰がこのややこしい呼び方にしようと言い出したの？
こんなことを続けていたら作戦が本格化する前に。
And everyone knows what the Philosopher's Stone is anyway, so just do that.
Why not just call it the stone? Yeah. Look, if I have to say that like 20 times a day, I'm gonna start shortening
どん
it.
な準備が良いか知らないけど、さっきの発声練習に一体何の意味があるのよ。
完全を理想とし、開くことなく気球することは錬金術師の本懐。今回の作戦が本格化したら、いかなる理由があろうとも言い間違いは許さ
Oh,
ない。
now we're just getting to the straight up
噛んで
goofy.
しまうなんてもってのほか。
めんどくさい。
本間もんの錬金術師、どこまでも厄介なわけだ。
Oh, Grip, close your eyes.
Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, they're open again.
プレラーティのエッチスケッチワンタッチ。
何を黄色く張り上げているわけだ。元男同士でバカバカしい。
だったら
Oh, both of them.
なんであの人は
いやthat was
この場で堂々と着替えているの？おかしくない？
いいから早く着替えなさい。
You know, if the commenters hadn't pointed everything out,
100年の女の子やって。
that would have been a very confusing extra.
立ち続けているのよ。
Yeah, that would be the first time we actually figured
元
out.
男なんて言われたって。これっぽっちも実感が湧かないわ。
とっさにエッチスケッチワンタッチなどと叫
I mean, she knew what she was going for when she turned herself into a girl or she turned into a girl.
中身は審議体揃った現役のおっさんの分際で。
Right back when I was calling her fan favorite.
The two types of people out there. Obsessed with looks, frog. Two types.
こういうのが様になっているあたり。
やっぱり悪者なわけだね。
だから私たちは支配に抗うちょっと個性的な正義の味方だと何度言えばわかるのかしら。
Arguing the ideology to the end. Yeah, no, classic.
Sounds like a kill character.
ついに手に入れた。
Kind of looks like one too.
ティラの歯車。
それでは早速、次なる目的地のバルベルデへと。
せっかく日本に来たわけだ。やっておきたいことは他にもあったりするわけだ。
Summer festival noodles.
って醤油豚骨？
パンばかり食べているから知らぬわけだ。ここのラーメンは次元が違うと2の間ではもっぱら評判なわけ
It's
だ。
funny since I just had a bowl of 5-cent ramen, so
三大欲求の追求。
There you go, you're partaking in the tradition.
not really. The picture they just showed does not look appetizing to me at all.
欲望にふける怠惰は改めたが、それでもこだわるのは質の高い睡眠と美味
Hell
しい
yeah.
食事。
They're all dead, Griff.
What?
They're all dead.
She gets her very long nap now, right?
言わなくていいわけだ。
They all died twice.
Oh. Shocking that it happened once, but, you know.
ねえ、 お腹も満足したことだし、映画でも見て帰らない？
ダメよ。遊んでいる時間は準備と用意。
Well, it's like when we had the, God, what were the dolls called again?
Auto scores.
The auto scores kissing each other and having
Right.
family talks and everything. That's just really humanizing everyone that we've already witnessed to die.
置いていくわよ。
いやー、置いてかない。
I mean, I really wanted them to watch Rainbow.
いやーよかった本当によかった
Oh, that could have been funny.
We already know he would watch it. It's his thing.
I'm more surprised that the theater showing it.
Well, I guess now we know when Symphogear takes place.
ところでサンジェルマ、人類が支配の首引きから解放されたら一体どうなるのかしら。
確かにそれは気になるわけだが、
世界が変わるわ。
You don't know.
それでも変わらないものだってきっと。何なの？
きっとではなく絶対あるの。
命を殺し死を灯すやり方でしか人類は魂に施された支配から解き放たれない。
Okay, that's not what I thought your goal was.
Whole new stuff here.
I didn't think your goal was to kill everybody.
だがそもそも誰かに受け入れてもらいたくてはみ出し物を気取っているのではないわけだ。
そうね。同じ夢を見た私たちの絆だけは永遠。何があっても変わらない世界。完全だ。
Oh,
That's
that's
just sad.
It is.
パリの晩餐会でさ、
あの時のおっさんがこの母音とはにわかには信じられないわけだ。
Old man. Told you there's always this
Yeah.
old man in the background of the opening.
They had hundreds of years to get through this.
That's the old man I keep trying to point out to you that you never pay attention to.
No, I think the old man is a different old man, though.
Why would it be a different old man?
I don't know.
I mean, it's clearly not Adam. And the only other old man is the old man in the opening sequence that never showed up. Or at least I don't remember him.
Still, adorable little villain story.
He said, I feel bad for the noise in the extras openings.
ミッションとなる作戦決行のタイミングまで状況を想定した訓練を行うぞ
I'm sure they're maybe just hanging out somewhere in the middle of the woods. No one's found them yet.
全員シアタールームに集合だ
了解。シアタールームって師匠、トレーニングルームの間違いじゃないんですか？
何を言っているこの俺直々の傑作戦対戦車映画の鑑賞会だ
Not incredible.
Yeah, distinctly different from The Incredibles.
The Incredibles was an anti-tank.
They found a giant robot.
No, they didn't. Well, I guess they did. It's not a tank.
任務だったんでしょ？
任務でしか海外に行ったことないなんて悲しすぎる現実から目をそらしたいんだよ。そういうものなの？やっぱ家が一番。言ってることは旅行から帰ってきた人みたいだけどね。
Technically,
The noise. Kawaii.
still didn't do it.
自分以外の誰かが困ってたら地球の裏側にだってすぐ行っちゃうのにね。
Helps everyone but herself.
こんだけ暑いのにお前たちはほんと仲いいよな。
They're exactly as distant as you are. They're just holding hands at the same.
この暑さにすっかり蒸発してしまったのです。蒸発したのはきっと羞恥心とかボキャブラリーとかいろいろだぞ。そういうところだ。
I mean,
Yes, you're
to be
so
fair,
mean.
public displays of affection are on like a lot of society's no-nos.
The terrifying, horrible hand holding, right?
People died of that, Griff. Not to make things real super serious in the extras, but gay couples holding hands do get killed for that kind of shit. Certain places in the world.
Meanwhile, Maria, I think you're taking this too far.
Maybe our mascot should be a tomato. It's in so many of our shows.
Well, I mean, I am the tomato, right?
Cuckoo.
ちょっと無理しすぎじゃないかな。
きちんと休むのも私たちの仕事のうちよ。
はい、ありがとうございます。分かってはいるのですが。
Look, Elfine isn't the coding zone. You don't just, like, stop and have to sleep.
誰かと？今日はお休み。気晴らし頑張るぞ。人の思い出が脳に記録された電気信号だとすれば。
Oh, working on the suicide zone brain thing.
The brain scanner, yeah.
Oh, to see C name. It's escaped me.
Claire?
The enemy from season 3.
Yeah.
いつかきっと。せっかくもらったお休みです。いつか一番会いたい誰かと会うため有効に活用しないと。
She was just you, though.
I do find it hilarious that they gave the shortest character the fried shrimp mug.
突き刺さるね、世間の視線が。ならば提案してみようか。人前ではせめて服を着ることを。
やだ、アダムったら説得力がない。
I mean, her bits don't look like bits, though, so...
聞いたわよ、翼。午後からお休みなんだって。ああ、任務から離れ、ただの風なり翼として。
Also, we know how quickly Adam turned on her, so that's not really cute at all.
It's just part of their vibe, I guess.
遅めのランチもいいわね。その後でちょっと付き合ってもらいたいんだけどって歩くの早い。すまないマリア、予定はすでに入れているのだ。ちょっと待て待て待ちなさい。すまないマリア。
I'm sorry, I'm Tsubasa here. Keep up, walk faster.
いい人でもできたのかしら？で、なんで女性がデートに花束を買ってるのよ。さっきから大きな声で何を騒いでいるのだ。迷惑だぞマリア。
This is all going to be Maria's commentary on Tsubasa's day.
Yup.
殉職した仲間たちが弔われている。私たちはプロの先盛り。
Thank God, we're finally bringing Kanade back.
She never forgot. She just got over
We
it.
don't
destroying
talk
her
about
life.
her anymore.
与えられた使命の遂行に邁進することが全てだ。それでも任務から離れ、ただの風なり翼であれば、いくらかのセンチメンタルも許されるのではないかと思ってな。これはそんな風に思っているのは。
I'm going to assume that said Kanade, despite what the thing I read.
そしてもう一人。
Can't leave us with a letter and not know what's on it.
Summon telephone, the best alchemist power.
だから君たちに頼もうか。急ぎマルゲリータを L サイズで。ああ、今回は必要ないだろう。魅惑の。
I've never had a margarita pizza before.
I think it's just a fancier way of saying a cheese pizza.
No, a margarita. I mean, you can flavor a pizza with shit. Who the hell knows?
それにしても便利ね、アダムのテレパスは。相手に念話能力がなくても甘い声を届けられるなんて。
だから電話で意見してあげた。
Oh, so Adam can talk to Roxy.
バラエティとはいえ、安易に裸で笑いを取るのは。
そうだよね。この忙しい時にアダムったら、もしかして暇なのかな。
Spends all of his time using his telepathy to harass what's on TV.
The Swan Song.
Truly villainous.
直ちに治療に当たります。キリちゃん、キリちゃん、キリちゃん。
大丈夫ですよ。調べ、リンカーのおかげなので。
Plus, now I got this badass new look.
キリちゃん、よくない。キリちゃんがこんな大変な時に、よかったなんておかしいよ。気持ちがぐちゃぐちゃで、どうしていいのかわからないじゃない。
I actually expected her to walk into the door. I thought there was going to be a play on how people keep walking with their eyes closed.
こと書いてバカとは何ですか。 こうなったら喧嘩も辞さない覚悟です
You can't move right now.
すぐに元気になってやるのです
Aw. After the end of AXZ.
Now we're actually in the post series.
いいですかポテトフライ一つとうどんナポリタンを一つ揚げたこ焼きと里芋の煮っころがしも一つずつあとはエビせんべいと
And did you guys want something? There you go.
そうそうかき氷を一つ味はお任せね
And number 9, large.
It's like the second time I can remember Miku getting angry.
それもきねくり先輩から行こうと誘ってくれるなんて
おうとりあえずなんかリクエストしようよ時間がもったいないしってあれ
Ah, to the karaoke bar with the singing crew.
Well, you remember season 2, Chris was like, I hate singing to everybody. And now here she is doing karaoke for half a second.
Oh, there we go. We
You
got like
realize
one last shot with
in
the
these
crew.
4 things of extras, we had one that took place after the season.
I mean, I guess maybe they didn't have the rest of the season written out by this point. They just want to show off a little bit of the ending, where everyone's nice and happy for a moment.
Well, I just feel like the first one took place all at the end of the season. Well, actually, the first one was in season 2, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
feels like all the other ones had everything to do after season. This one was just completely all in the season or before it.
Mm-hmm. As always, I always like these shorts just because they are just absolutely adorable little scenes, nice little bits of slice of life, and again, like they said to themselves today, stuff you don't ordinarily see, everyone just hanging out, being happy, and doing something other than fighting to save the world all the time, right?
So yeah, well, I mean, that's what we typically also get in the beginnings of each season.
I mean, everyone except Maria, I suppose, who goes on to be a secret agent all the time.
Well, no, she was just doing something for Tsubasa's dad, who turns out to be an asshole anyway, so who knows what that was.
Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe we should keep our minds on that at some point, but it'll come back around, right?
That happened during the season, so assumedly it had something to do with something we already watched and just aren't putting together right now.
Right. So, I guess for that, since these are nice, short, and simple, let's just go ahead and wrap it up for right now. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?